What's up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. Hope everybody has had a great week. We are at Thursday, so tomorrow, get it done. I did not even realize, honestly, till somebody at work talked about it, but we have Monday off, so pretty awesome 3-day weekend. Hopefully you guys also get an extended weekend, but anyway, yeah, hope everybody's doing good. Had a great week. What is up, Amari? What is up, T Shaw? Just want to talk about a couple things. You know, it's September 3rd. Interesting point, not only for sports cards, but for sports in general. You know, you're into the second round of the NBA playoffs. You got hockey, you know, in full stride with its playoffs. You got baseball in the second half of its season. And you got football about to start up. A very interesting time, as we will have all four sports playing at the same time. You never think about that. You never hear about that. But we will literally have, you know, football starting. You'll have two sports in the playoffs, another one in full stride getting ready to hit the playoffs. So if you're not excited for sports, then the months we were without it probably did not affect you one single bit, because this is a crazy time and an exciting time for sports. Yeah, Sean, 3-day weekend. I honestly didn't even know about it. What is up, Robert, J Mish, RB, Chili wants 200 subscribers, guys. Go hit that subscribe button for Chili. And while you're at it, if you're watching this and you haven't hit the one on this channel, hopefully you enjoy the content. And you'll hit the button here as well. What is up, Guns? Speaking of Guns, I gotta throw him out. A big shout out. My man sent me a package, and I'm going to tell you guys, before I get into this crazy situation. So, I'm sure y'all watched the video or seen it in the group or whatever. I bought the Lewis Robert Ben Baller Chrome. The guy mailed it out Monday. I actually spoke to him as he was printing my label. He said he was going to ship it priority. Everything was good, you know. This shop is well known, so I'm not worried about this shop. What I am worried about is the United States Postal Service, because my man Guns sent me a package from California, and I can't read the date on this thing. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. I can't read the stamp, but he sent me it with stamps. And that thing got here clean. The envelope was good. I'm pretty sure, based on the conversation I had with him, it did not take that long of time to get here from California with stamps. This place sent priority because of the whole mailing situation, and my package still ended up in the in-transit, arriving late, no update, USPS, La La Land type of deal. Now, as a sigh of relief, it did show up at Dulles this evening. So hopefully I'll have it tomorrow. Hopefully the package is not destroyed, because, again, Gunn sent me a picture of a card he got in the mail. I love that they put it in a plastic bag that said "We Care," because, brother, I don't know how in the hell they cared one single bit. That package looked like it was ran over by a tank. I mean, the bubble mailer The bubble mailer was destroyed. It was so damaged that a one touch was broke. But they did put it in a plastic bag that said, "We care." So I really appreciate that the post office, the postal service cares. I do give them a lot of credit. They have went through a lot of shit through this pandemic. But come on, people. Don't if you destroy something like that, do not put it in a package that says, "We care." Because you obviously did not care. Now, luckily, Guns said the card was cheap. But it wasn't free, so, he still might be out of a few dollars on that unless the seller is willing to work with him or whatever. So I really hope my package doesn't wind up like that, because that card did cost a lot of money, and that shop is well known. I know that guy, it's not his fault, but I would be in a very odd situation, because what do I do? Would I take a loss of that nature, or would I see if he could, fix it? The card I bought with a sole purpose, and it's not a situation of replacing the card or whatever. But anyway, I'm like the missus said, stop worrying. I just wanted to put that into perspective. If any of you make a large purchase, please, if nothing else, man, reach out to the seller and say, hey, can I pay extra for insurance, or something like that, just in case, something happens. So at least reach out and ask for insurance, just to be on the safe side. Anyway, enough of that rambling. My boy Guns sent me a little care package. I'm even going to show this Bryce Harper, because he knows we collect Nationals. Now, I'm not the biggest Bryce Harper fan, but it's from my boy Guns. It's a Nats card, so it'll go in the PC. But then he sent me this awesome T-Sizzle, Topps Pristine rookie. You gotta love it, with the shield behind him. Just ball so hard, university, hardcore. And then, which I didn't even ask him, I don't know if the wife even asked or checked or whatever, and it doesn't really matter. But he sent the missus a Starbucks card. I guess he had some left over from mooching up the SGC graders. He said he includes one in the package to there. But he sent the missus, slipped her a Starbucks card. So thank you, brother. I told you will have a return package as well. I've promised you something. I don't know if you remember it. I'm kind of waiting on that whenever it comes back. I don't know if you remember me promising you it, but I have not forgot, because that's how I try to be. If you've forgotten, you'll be surprised. How about that? All right, a couple other things. I had to stop and get gas. Jay Michelin knows that, because I was actually talking to him, but I had to stop and get some gas. I was right there next to the Walmart parking lot. I was like, you know what? Let's go in and look. I actually found 2 blasters of Stadium Club. And they have these wide vision box toppers in a blaster. Kind of cool. It's kind of like the concept of oversized Young Guns, but they're wide vision. Everybody has to appreciate the photography for Stadium Club. But crazy enough, I put this card on my watch list last night. The Juan Soto. This is from the World Series. And now I don't have to buy one, because we pulled it. Actually, my daughter opened this blaster for us, and she pulled it. So, got the Juan Soto wide vision. I have no clue what I'm going to put these in, but also got the Ronald Acuna. So, definitely two good players. One for the PC, which is awesome. So, pretty cool. Didn't really get anything like out of the blasters themselves per se. I got a couple Kyle Lewis. Oh, this was probably the best one. Red foil Jordan. That's probably the best one that came out of the blasters. But still, you gotta love the photography. I wouldn't go crazy on Stadium Club, but it's always a fun product and very awesome pictures. So anyway, I want to talk about some things in the hobby right now. I'll start, if you are not in the Facebook group, or if you did not see my post earlier, 2020 Topps factory complete set retail editions are available on fanatics.com. They are $49.99, so they did not go up, which is great. And Fanatics is offering free shipping. So if you would like to grab you some sets of 2020 Topps, I've told you guys several times in videos, complete sets. I mean, if you think about it, what is the Robert base rookie? It's what, 20, 25, even if it's $18, let's just say it's $18. You have Jordan, you have Bichette, you have Lewis, you have Nico Horner, you have Aquino, you have, good Lord, who else? Dustin May, you have Gavin Lux. The list goes on and on and on. You got rookies that may not even have, shown what they could do yet. You got Tatis Rookie Cup. You got Eloy, Alonso, Vlad. I talked about Brandon Lowe. You got Keston Hiura. There's just so many names in this product. 2020 is loaded. So if you haven't picked one up for $50, then I don't know really what to say. This class is so loaded that rather than going out and trying to buy singles, it's damn near impossible to find retail of the product. So if you want a good way to get all of the rookies from this year's class, if you have not already, I highly suggest going and picking them up. Now, I wouldn't go overly crazy just yet. I say that because there's normally sets that have like a chrome image variation that you can get refractors from. Hobby will come out. Those will most likely be $60 or $70 sets. They are a very tough hit, but they come with a pack of 5 foil board cards that are very low numbered. If you hit any of the big rookies in a foil board, you are going to the bank. There's normally a couple other little odds and ends sets, like a rookie throwback chrome, like the ones I opened of 2019. Sometimes they'll have a medallion rookie in it of a past player or something like that. So if you want to pick up a couple now before the rush is on, I can tell you I looked at Steel City. They're already $70 for the retail set on Steel City. So people are already trying to mark these prices up on these things. That's why I wanted to go ahead and share it. I know this product is going to be hot, so I wanted to let the group, and everybody know about it. But like I said, I'll do my best to keep an eye out if there's a Walmart exclusive set or a Target exclusive set or something like that, to give you guys a heads up. Hey, here's the one with the rookie chrome variation or whatever, so I can get that word out there to you guys. And please, if you hear about it, share it with the group. I'm sure everybody would appreciate it. Next thing I want to talk about is the Ben Baller Topps Chrome. I know a few people in the group got the email saying that they won the raffle. I give Topps credit because the process was good, but there was a glitch. And from my understanding, for a period of time, and it was quoted as being a short period of time, but apparently it was enough that word got out, you could actually go on the app, add the product to your cart, go on to your Topps account on the website, and check out. And it was allowing you to do so. Now, someone posted, well, Topps said that they're going to ban everybody. I've read Topps said they're going to cancel those orders. I've heard several different stories. The problem is, the people who got the email that didn't buy right away, they're not able to purchase the boxes that the box that they had won in the raffle and were allocated. It was actually coming up and it said swing and a miss, products unavailable, whatever. So it was a good process to combat the bots, but there was a glitch with the synchronization of the app. So that is a bummer. I think what they need to do is just not even ever allocate it to the store. Make it a raffle, make it an email purchase system only, and eliminate any possibility of something like that happening, because overall the system itself was very good. The whole puzzle thing, that was all very, very good. So I really give them credit for that. Wolf, I have no clue. I don't work there. I don't know. I can't answer your question. You could email one of them down there and they should be able to get back to you. Anyway. With that, I'm going to tell you guys, there is an estimated, like I said in my other video, I think it was Sunday night, there's an estimation of around 8,000 boxes. Ben Baller himself replied to somebody. He didn't quote an exact number. He said middle to upper 4 digits. So if you take into account, and somebody did just a quick math thing and said it was approximately 8,000 boxes. I don't know plus or minus of that. The best possible way once it's released, and I have not seen it posted anywhere yet, to figure out damn close to how many boxes it is if we could get a full checklist of the die cut cards, because those are 1 per box. Now you could take the odds of the die cut card for the superfractor, take how many ever cards are in that set, and do the math that way to get a really close approximation of how many boxes there were. I have not seen a list for that diamond or die cut insert card. If I had to guess, it's anywhere from 10 to 15, 20, maybe 25 players. I don't think that is going to be a very large set. And then again, it's one per box. So another way you can tell right off the bat that it's a very limited product is there's no regular refractors. Like you have the base cards, and then you have colored parallels, and it doesn't even have all of the colored parallels. And those run 1 in every 4 packs. So if you think about it, a 24-pack box, you're getting 6 colored parallels. Now, that's unheard of. You know, in a hobby box, you might get 1, 2, 3 if you're lucky. To get 6 colors in one box is pretty big. That means they loaded those boxes up. There was a question last night about opening or selling or whatever. I've seen poll after poll after poll on Twitter asking the same question. Are you ripping or are you flipping? About 70 to 75% of people were marking themselves as flipping. Now, that's a lot of boxes that are going to be sold on the aftermarket. That's a lot of competition for pricing. I can tell you before the emails yesterday, boxes were going right around $1,200, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200. Once those emails came out, people had the screenshot of congratulations, whatever. The floodgates opened. Somebody, I think, posted one for $800. Then somebody posted one for $750, and then $700, because all people care about is making a little bit of money off of it. They didn't want the product. They wanted to turn $250 into $500, $600, $700. That's all they wanted. So you got the majority of the people flooding eBay, throwing them up, trying to undercut the lowest price to get the box moved. And quite honestly, y'all know what I paid on the Robert, or Robert, however you want to pronounce the dude's name. A die cut of him, as I said, those are only 1 per box. You take a Lewis Robert die cut, you got money. You get a color, you got money. You get a color of the die cut, you got money. So if you decide to sell that box, sure, you're going to make money. You'll make a couple $100 after. Say you sell it for $700, you got $70 in fees, you paid $250. I don't know if there's shipping or whatever involved, but let's just say no. You're at $320. So okay, you doubled your money. Great. But think about what could be in that box. You made $300 profit. You could have 1 card make $1,000 profit. I showed you guys the Tatis red that I pulled, the red wave, that sold for $10,000 out of 2019 Chrome. You guys see what Top Sapphire sells for. Just a regular Top Sapphire. Go look at the color parallels. And this rookie class is stacked. Last year, you had pretty much 4 rookies that people wanted. There was a couple others in Sapphire, but they weren't what everybody wanted. Keston Hero was in there, but he wasn't, the sought-after one. You were going after Pete, Tatis, Alonso, Vlad. This year, you got a crop I mean, it's only a 200 card set. You're getting 24 packs, 4 cards per pack, 96 cards in a 200 card set. Your odds are pretty damn good of hitting one of them guys. Multiple of them guys, probably. So, before you go and flip it, think about that potential. Robert, he said he was giving it to a friend of his that is a big New York Mets fan. I don't think he sold it. The only two that I know that have sold that he put up, he didn't put them up. He gave them to Sports Source 2 to put on eBay. That was a Dustin May and the Lewis Robert. He's gave a bunch of cards away. Nobody that I've seen of notable name. There is a Jose Altuve gold auto that I shared with the group. Apparently he gave that to somebody at the card shop. He hates the Astros. He was going to destroy the card. He can't stand the Astros. Apparently some guy asking, hey, can I have it, instead of you destroying it. I told you guys he likes the hobby. He gave it to the kid. The kid immediately put it on eBay. He didn't care about Jose Altuve or the Astros. He was taking the man, knew he could put it up, knew he could get some money out of it. I think he's going to get an unpaid sale or a chargeback sale or something like that because Ben Baller shared it on his Twitter about what the kid did. So I think one of his followers is going to hook him up with a little bit of payback. But anyway, if you guys, if any of you got one and your sole intent was to sell it and that was your plan, I get it, but I'll tell you right now, if I was to have gotten one, that thing wouldn't have got out of the mailbox before it was open. I'd have been ripping packs in the mailbox because I love opening packs. I don't want... You know how it feels when you sell a card and you go back and look and you're like, holy shit, it's selling for this much now? And you have that regret. Whether you made profit on it or not, you kick yourself. I could never sell a box to somebody and happen to find out whether they message me or, it's a friend, whatever. I couldn't, it would mentally mess with me knowing I could have pulled that. If it was a friend, it wouldn't bother me that bad. But if I had sold it and the person messaged me and said, holy crap, look what I hit, I would probably cry. Big Scott, that's because there was, like I talked about just a few minutes ago, there was a glitch in the system, and some people were able to pick some boxes up that shouldn't have been able to. I don't know if Topps is going to correct that. I would just suggest if you got an email, keep an eye on your email. Maybe they're going to correct it. I mean, you got to think the boxes aren't even scheduled to ship until the 11th. So they got a week. They might try to fix it and get that corrected. Then again, I don't know if they'll be able to tell because just because somebody won a raffle didn't mean that they wanted it. So I don't know how that's all going to play out. Anyway, if you got one, congrats. Good luck if you open it. If you don't open it, I hope you have something that you've planned to use the money on or something. And it wasn't just this is an easy way to make money thing. This hobby has gotten too much into greed and not enough about appreciation. So, I can only talk on my behalf. I can't say what situation somebody else is in. Anyway, speaking of that, so we are in the early part of September. As I mentioned, we're about to have all 4 sports playing. You would think that this would be an insane time, a crazy time for the sports card market. However, and I've seen videos out there, I've heard, the stories and the talks and everything else about the market's cold. Specifically basketball, because that seems to be what everyone wants to talk about anymore. I'm going to tell you it's more than basketball. And anyone that is saying that this is normal, what happened a month ago or 2 months ago when everybody was saying, no, the prices won't drop. There's too much money in the hobby. There's too many new people in the hobby. It's not going to drop. This is the new normal. Y'all remember that phrase? The new normal? Everybody seems to have forgotten the new normal. That was a term that was just kicked around all over, the new normal. But now it goes back, well, this is how it always happens. Guys, I said months ago, and I can pull videos up. You can go back and watch my old videos. Specifically one, I believe it was on June 6th. I talked about the bubble. I talked about the players getting knocked out of the bubble. I talked about, I don't know how many times I've sat here and said, this market is not sustainable. I don't know how many times I've said it. The issue has been, yes, there's a lot of new people in the hobby. Yes, that means there's more money in the hobby. Yes, there's wealthy investors in the hobby. But that term investor or investing or whatever has almost taken over the word hobby or collector, because there's person after person getting on here now. My top 3 cards, the top 3 players I'm investing in. I don't know if these people know really what investing really is, because buying a guy one day and selling him a week later, I don't know if you can call that an investment. This market has been predictable. Just think about this. How many times have you heard, not myself even, but other people, the other people out there that see a card sell and they're like, this is crazy, or holy crap, look what this has gotten to, or it's been a crazy ride, this market is insane. That alone should tell you that it wasn't going to last. It's not because this is normal, because the playoffs are in the second round in the NBA. Hockey, is just in the second round, I believe. Baseball is in the second half of the season, of a short season. And football is about to kick off in a week. So you would think pretty much everything would be hot right now, not cold. But what about March to beginning of August, when the prices were going through the roof? And I talked about it. It made no sense. There were no bats being swung. There were nobody on ice and skates. There was nobody hitting threes. There was nobody scoring a touchdown. But the prices were going through the roof. So, did we expect that to be normal when it was the new normal? But now, everybody's saying, well, we knew this was coming because this is normal. No, because those same people, when they were talking about the lines on the graph and the tools out there and, you know, the predictors and this, that, and the other, those are the same people that were arguing, well, there's new money, there's new people, there's new fans. So now they're saying, well, this is normal. I'm going to tell you guys, there's not a damn thing normal about sports cards right now. This was a predictive market because there was zero explanation for not only the rise, but the excessive rise of the cards when nobody was doing a damn thing except sitting at home, hopefully staying in shape, you know, trying to figure out if they were even going to play again. You know, this season has been so crazy. Outside of the NFL, you know, you had players who might not be able to reach records that they were on pace to get. You know, baseball, you have some very young talent that aren't even going to get to fully showcase it. You have the basketball season, which they made up, you know, what, 8 of the games they lost, but not every team was in it. Hockey, you know, Alexander Ovechkin was on pace for probably another 50-goal season. You know, if he keeps this pace up, he could potentially break Wayne Gretzky's record, but his season got cut short. Will that take a toll on him? You know, now you go into 2021, and the question mark is, when will the season start? So, I really think that people realized this is out of hand. And you keep hearing basketball, and I'm going to tell you guys that don't know. These market mover tools and things like that, the reason people get on here and talk so much about basketball is because that's what those tools are catered for. They are, the majority of the cards on those tools are modern basketball. So that's why they get on here and talk about it. They're not sitting here looking up data and showing you guys what the other sports are doing. They're not pulling up a player that isn't on the tool with a graph. They're telling you the hot names in the sport that brought the most population to the market. And for some reason, people are attracted to that. They're attracted to somebody sitting here telling them, hey, these are my 2 hottest cards. Go pick this up because I have this that's telling me that this card... Why, guys? You can do the research. If you know anything about this hobby, you can do the research. And instead of going and buying the 3 guys that Joe Blow is talking about, go buy 3 guys that are playing well that they're not talking about. Go buy a guy that you have watched that nobody else is talking about. You know, I don't get it. I don't get where people get drawn in and sucked in to needing everything just handed to them. Whether it be buying wax to flip it for a quick dollar, or watching somebody show a graph on YouTube, or hearing an internet, social media popular guy. And I don't blame Gary Vee one single bit, because somewhere, that guy is a businessman. He's a businessman. But I think he actually has a true interest in sports cards. And it shouldn't be his fault if he says, I think Devin Booker is a good buy because he's undervalued. He shouldn't get blamed for the spike in the market, because if he is a collector or a hobbyist, now who cares if he's got 1,000 of them? Maybe he likes the guy. I have several hundred Michael Taylor because I like him. But why is it his fault? He doesn't go into your PayPal accounts or, these people's PayPal accounts and buy the cards. He just makes a mention. It shouldn't have taken Gary Vee to mention Mookie Betts. The dude's an MVP. The dude's won a World Series. The dude is one of the best players in Major League Baseball. But it took Gary Vee for people to say, holy shit, I should buy Mookie Betts because Gary Vee said so. That shows the uneducated side to the hobby, to where we need people to tell us who to buy. That's sad. That's very, very sad. I share information with you guys to help people. I try to give y'all advice. I try to give you tips like buying a complete set rather than going and spending $30 on one card. You can spend $50 and get all of them. If I sit here and I'll show you guys, I sit here at my computer while I'm looking stuff up or browsing around, and I have MLB up or NBA up, and I'll sit here and I'll click, okay, the White Sox, they got 6 runs. Let's see, click over here. Who's done what? Let's see, and Encarnacion hit a home run. Tim Anderson hit a home run. Great. I'll click through the games, see who, who's doing what. If I notice night after night that, it's like Brandon Lau, when I messaged about him, or Dominic Smith, guy that you never hear nothing about. He was like $2-3. You never know. He was hitting over 300. Was on a roll with home runs. I mentioned Juan Soto. Hell, everybody should have known to buy Juan Soto, but many people didn't. I throw things out there just to help. To have fun. I like getting on here and talking to you guys. I've made friendships, with a lot of you guys. We may not be neighbors. We may not have went to elementary school together. But the people in my group, the people that get on here and watch me at night and get in my chat, you guys are like friends to me. We have We may not have everything in common, but we have cardboard in common. We can talk sports cards. And I don't care to share information with you guys if you got a question. Or if I have a question, hell, Scott Kelly jumped on and talked about soccer cards. I don't know everything. I have knowledge. I think I do pretty damn well with the way I go about things. And I'm not ever going to tell you something to steer you wrong. I'm not on here to BS nobody. I really ain't. I'm on here to share information, to talk about things, to make friendships, and to help you guys out. I'm not on here to BS you. It's just not. I got too many other things to do in life to get on YouTube to BS a bunch of people. It's just not my thing. So, I enjoy sports cards. I enjoy all of you. I hope that I have helped, at least at one point, one of you, each one of you in something. Because that's all I'm here for. Even this when, I haven't pushed those. Those boxes, I put that together as something fun for you guys. Everybody likes basketball, prison basketball. Hey, if they don't sell, I can sit on them. I don't care. They've been in a box. That was just something fun. The group submissions, that was to help everybody. Something fun. So, just, guys, this market was coming. And I'm not BSing you again. You can go back through my videos. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up. There was probably other videos, but I know for a fact. Let's see. I know for a fact this video right here, where I talked about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, how his prices had went up, and how I was very curious to see how it would do when teams started getting bumped. I've talked. I don't know. You could. There's tons of videos here if y'all are bored. Some might be good. Some might suck. I'm gonna be real with you, but it's been coming, and for people to say it's norm, the old norm, yes, this is normal. The new norm, nah, this was predictable. And the reason I say that, I meant to mention this. The reason I say one thing you can look at is this card right here. Do you guys remember me saying this card was not worth over $3,000 in a PSA 10? Do y'all remember me saying that? Football season is about to kick off. If this was normal, that card would be hot as hell right now. Instead, the last sale of that card went for $2,600. That was yesterday. Okay? What, week away from kickoff? But right here, the early August, it was 3,600. 3,600 August 8th. Right here. August 8th. $3,600. Okay. A week before kickoff, $1,000 less. And this is football. 1 week before kickoff. Now you tell me that's normal? Because the lead up is the hot part. He ain't been hurt. He ain't even played a game yet. It's the lead up. That's when things should pick up, right? Instead, that card is dropped. What? Over 25%? That's not normal. So, don't associate it to basketball. Don't associate it with players getting just booted out or whatever. This market got too hot, too fast, and it had to start coming back down. It was not sustainable. It was not sustainable. Everybody knew it. It wasn't a secret. You know, baseball, some people have jumped to baseball. I'm going to tell you, just like somebody said, Guns said earlier, when a baseball card sells for $4 million, people are going to open their eyes. And I think some people might have jumped into baseball and said, holy shit, who's the next $4 million card? The problem with that is, and I'm going to call it exactly like I think. I don't think that was a very legitimate $4 million sale. I don't think it was. They haven't announced who the buyer was. We all know Vegas Dave, his head is bigger than a blimp. He has to promote himself because that's how he makes his money, with pretending he can predict sporting, sports bets or whatever. He bought it for $400,000, 2 years ago or something. So hell, he wants to make himself look smart. Well, what better way to do that than throw a big ass card on the market and basically buy it back at a higher value? He's got the money to give a bidder. He's paying back himself. It wouldn't be hard to do. Now, am I saying that's what happened? No. But would it surprise me? No. Because, I'm sorry, Mike Trout is great, but he ain't no $4 million great. I mean, it is what it is. I know it's the superfractor. I know it's the 101, but you telling me that Mike Trout is the highest sold card in the history of sports cards? No way. That's, man, I really hope mine shows up tomorrow, man. I will definitely show you guys if it arrives and is safe. And I'll talk about plans for it. So Did he hit another one? Nah, he ain't hit nothing tonight. I thought y'all were saying he had hit something. Yeah, exactly, Robert. That's my saying. Nah. And Guns, the modern day Mickey Mantle is a stretch because Mickey, he got them rings, man. You know, I know baseball is different and all that stuff, but it Guns, that card is staying right here. I have a plan that hopefully works out. If it doesn't, it's okay. But I have something that I would really, really, really like to do with it. I just have not heard back if it's doable. But we will see, and I will let you guys know. I'm going to say it's probably not, but I think it would be pretty cool if it could be done. Yeah, and Posey and Pujols, they are not anywhere near the price of Mike Trout, but if I got offered $4 million, I tell you what, Guns, you find a buyer for $4 million, I'll give you a finder's fee. How about that, brother? You get in touch with that Prince, you give me an offer, I'll give you a finder's fee. We'll go to the bank together. How about that? But anyway, guys, I hope y'all have a great night. I hope y'all have a great Friday. Oh. Before I go, the cards were delivered for bulk sub number 3, the 1300 card order. They were safely delivered to SGC today. Now, please do not start the clock today, because just because they were delivered, they are not yet checked in. So, the clock does not start today. We will update you guys when they get them entered, and then you can start the clock. Update on number 2, just so everybody knows. I know it might seem like a very long time, but it is at day number 27. Business day 27. So, just to get that out there, give everybody an update. The number 3 group was delivered today. Group number 2 is on day number 27. Do not start the clock on group number 3 yet. We will notify you in the Facebook group when they are checked in, and then you can start marking your calendars. So, I just wanted to give that bit of information. I meant to do it earlier. Forgot. So, before I go, wanted to share that with you guys. Anyway, I hope you all have a great night. Have a great Friday. Let's get into that 3-day weekend. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.